Kim Raftery with East County Magazine, and it's my pleasure today to be here with Allan Durden, who is one of the organizers of La Mesa's first Juneteenth celebration.
Yeah, thank you.
Big occasion.
Big occasion.
Tell us about it. What prompted you to start the festival, and what's it all about?
Well, I'll tell you what. La Mesa's had its ups and downs, and we just wanted to bring La Mesa back together. And
After the riot.
After the riots.
2
That's
years
right.
ago, yeah.
That's right. And Juneteenth is a celebration of African American history. We celebrate St. Patrick's Day. We celebrate Oktoberfest. We even celebrate Cinco de Mayo. So Juneteenth is just one of those celebrations of diversity in La Mesa, and I think La Mesa embraces that kind of diversity. And we want to show La Mesa that we still have that diversity, and we enjoy everybody's company, and that's why it's called La Mesa Juneteenth and Friends.
For those who are not familiar with the history of Juneteenth and what it means in the African American community, can you let us know?
Yeah, well, Juneteenth is about 1865, where the last slaves were freed. So the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, most slaves didn't know that they were free. And so there was Galveston is a port city, and the Union came in boats, half African American, half white, and they came to let the slave and the slave owners know that they were finally free 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. So this was the final day that slaves were free. And Order Number 3, which the mayor is going to read us today, made African Americans employees, and the employers, the slave owners, employers. So that was the saying that was made in Order Number 3. So they're no longer slave and slave owner, they were employers.
So, even though slavery ended nearly 120 years ago, Allan, obviously the lingering effects of it live on. Can you tell us why it's important to know about this, and what you hope people will take away from it today? What still needs to change?
Well, I think everybody's a part of our history in America, and I think everybody needs to know the participation of certain cultures in our history in the United States. So it's important to remind people that everybody had a contribution for this American to be America and the way we are today. And this is just a reminder of that.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about how there's still prejudices out there and discrimination to overcome, not only against African Americans, but against many different minorities. And it's just important to show that in La Mesa, we're all about diversity here, according to the police chief, according to everybody here. It's a great thing.
I'll tell you what, the city council has been great. Marco Rapistathis, the mayor of the city, has been great. The city council, Jack Shue, has been here setting up since 8 o'clock this morning.
Talking this morning.
Chief Sweeney is here. So we have a lot of participation and a lot of support. We have a lot of support for the businesses on the boulevard, a lot of food places. Of course, we have Lane's Barbecue here. We have breakfast and coffee here. We have just a whole bunch of people that are coming together to celebrate Juneteenth, and I think it's important. And it's not just African Americans here. We have black, white, Mexican, Hispanic, all kinds, Asian, all kinds of people here to celebrate Juneteenth, because this is a celebration of everyone and not just African Americans.
Tell us about some of the ways in which African American culture has contributed, some of the things people may not know that originate out of African American origins.
Well, that's a great question.
Like jazz is an obvious one.
Well, yeah, you have jazz, you have dance, you have singing, and you've got a lot of important things. Heart surgery was originally done by an African American. People don't know that.
Really?
Absolutely.
Fascinating.
The peanut butter was the cotton gin. Those kind of things were contributions. My dad, for example, was the first black coach in the Pac-12. If you're familiar with college football, he was the first black coach with the Los Angeles Rams.
I can't imagine pro sports without black athletes and their contributions.
Isn't it amazing?
Right.
I mean,
Many
in
of
our
the
lifetime.
World records were set by them.
Right, in our lifetime.
Yeah.
So it's not not in the past. It's within our lifetime. So it's very important that we just maintain that history so that everybody knows and everybody understands the contribution that weve made. So
very good. What can people see and hear if they come out today?
They're going to hear some great music.
Or future events,
Yeah, we have the Martin Luther King Choir that's going to perform. We have Dr. Avery Caldwell, who is a professor at San Diego State, who organized some great history about African Americans and Juneteenth, that'll be speaking as well. We have Dr. Weber, who's going to come. I'm not sure if she's going to speak, but she's going to.
Akila Weber?
Akila Weber.
Yeah, our Assemblywoman.
And she's going to come out and just meet and greet everybody. And there's a lot of different vendors out there. There's some great vendors out there, all kinds of stuff.
Jewelry,
arts, everything. And it's dog friendly. We got a lot of people that brought their dogs and their pets and getting ready to enjoy a great entertainment stretch along with some history. So we're excited to have everybody here.
You've told me you're starting a nonprofit, Juneteenth La Mesa.
Yep, we are going to. Right now, we're actually self-funded because we didn't get very many sponsors, and it came together rather quickly. So we had the volunteers; they pitched in some money, and I pitched in some money, and we brought it all together. So next year, we had so much interest and so many people saying they wanted to join the celebration. It's going to get bigger.
Very good. Well, we're seeing a lot of people arrive already, and we're looking forward to this being an annual event. Thank you, Allan, for joining us and taking the time to talk with us today.
Thank you for having me. You're wonderful. I read your column all the time. I see you all the time. Been in the paper.
And you can also come out and get these great shirts.
Absolutely. Okay.